Hi, K-pop lovers. Welcome back to our channel. Hey everyone, before we dive into today's story, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to this channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any updates about your favorite K-pop idols. Drop a comment below telling me which babymonster member you want me to cover next. Now, let's get into Pharita's incredible yet challenging journey. When you see Pharita on stage with babymonster, all you notice is her stunning Disney princess-like visuals, her stable vocals, and that graceful presence that captivates millions. YG Entertainment's former CEO even said she looked like she came straight out of a Disney movie. But what cameras don't show you is the immense pressure, sacrifice, and criticism she's faced behind those beautiful performances. Today, we're uncovering the real story of Pharita Chaikong, the Thai vocalist who beat 1,226 competitors to debut with babymonster, and the struggles that come with being labeled as the visual member of one of K-pop's most anticipated groups. Stick around because the challenges she's faced might surprise you, and there's something shocking that happened during their 2024 Japan tour that you need to hear about. Let's start from the beginning. Pharita Bunpakdithaviad, known professionally as Pharita Chaikong, was born on August 26, 2005, in Bangkok, Thailand. She came from a business-oriented family. Her mother runs a large local flower shop, and her father works in the finance sector. Before K-pop entered her life, Pharita was already making waves in Thailand's modeling scene. At just 13 years old in 2018, she won Miss Teen Thailand and took home the grand prize at Intermodel Thailand. She also earned titles at Talent Kids and Teen 2018, Asia Junior Fashion Runway 2018, and even won at the 2019 International Fashion Exhibition in China. She was living a comfortable life in Bangkok, attending the prestigious Rumrudi International School, surrounded by family and friends. But in 2020, everything changed. At 15 years old, Pharita made one of the hardest decisions of her life. She auditioned for YG Entertainment with Blackpink's How You Like That and was chosen from 1,226 applicants. That's not a typo, over 1,200 hopefuls, and she was the one who made it. But here's where the sacrifice begins. In July 2020, Pharita left everything behind in Thailand, her family, her home, her language, her entire support system, and moved alone to South Korea to become a trainee. Yang Hyun-suk himself admitted he felt sorry for her, saying during her introduction video, "I felt really sorry and was worried about Pharita because she had to leave her family behind and come to this foreign country." Imagine being 15, moving to a country where you barely speak the language, living in a dorm with people you just met, following a grueling training schedule with no guarantee you'll ever debut. Pharita herself said that living in a dorm was the biggest adjustment she had to make. No more home-cooked meals from mom, no more family gatherings, no more sleeping in her own bed. Just dance practices, vocal lessons, Korean language classes, monthly evaluations, and the constant pressure to prove she deserved to be there. During her introduction video, there's a heartbreaking moment where the other members throw her a birthday party, and when she video calls her family in Thailand, she breaks down in tears. That's the reality nobody talks about. The loneliness, the homesickness, the crushing weight of being so far from everyone you love while chasing a dream that might never come true. And here's something you might not know. Pharita trained for 4 years, from 2020 to 2024, before finally debuting. 4 years of uncertainty, 4 years of monthly evaluations where you could be eliminated at any moment, 4 years of watching other trainees come and go. In her own words during the last evaluation series, she said, "I flew all the way from Thailand, 3,600 kilometers away, to make my dream come true. That's how much I want this, and I really want to perform on stage after debuting." The desperation in that statement says everything. She knew what she'd sacrificed, and she needed it to be worth it. But even with all that dedication, the struggles were far from over. When babymonster's lineup was announced in March 2023, and Pharita was revealed as the 6th member, Korean netizens didn't welcome her with open arms. Instead, she faced harsh criticism on forums. People questioned whether she had the right visuals for a main vocal position. Some claimed she lacked a standout aura, that she didn't deserve to debut, that she wasn't good enough. Can you imagine working for years, sacrificing everything, and then the moment you're introduced to the world, people tear you apart before you even perform once? That's the dark side of being a visual member in K-pop. You're not just judged on your talent, you're judged on whether your face fits someone's impossible standard. But wait, because there's more. Pharita is often recognized as one of the visual members of babymonster, and while that sounds like a compliment, it comes with a specific kind of pressure. In K-pop, visual members are expected to be perfect at all times, to be photogenic from every angle, to maintain a certain image, to never have a bad hair day or an unflattering photo. And if you don't meet those expectations, the internet doesn't forget. Throughout babymonster's promotional activities, Pharita has been criticized multiple times for her stage presence. Specifically, netizens have pointed out that she appears less enthusiastic and less energetic in her dancing compared to other members. During their Japan fan meeting in 2024, her choreography was described as lackluster. Comments online said things like, "While the others are praised for their dynamic head turns and hair flips, Pharita seems more reserved in her performance." This wasn't just once or twice. It became a recurring criticism. And here's why that's so damaging. When you're labeled as the visual, people expect you to excel in everything, not just look pretty. If your dancing isn't as sharp as Rami's or your stage presence isn't as explosive as Ahayan's, suddenly you're the weak link. You're accused of relying on your looks instead of your skills. It's an impossible position to be in. Now, let's talk about something that happened during babymonster's promotional tour in Japan between May and June 2024. Pharita suffered a minor injury to her right wrist. That might sound small, but in K-pop, injuries are never just injuries. She had to modify her choreography for multiple performances, which meant she couldn't perform at 100%. Can you imagine how frustrating that must have been? After all the criticism about her dancing, now she physically couldn't execute certain moves the way she wanted to. And of course, netizens noticed. More comments, more comparisons, more pressure. It's a vicious cycle. You get criticized for not being energetic enough, then you get injured and can't perform at full capacity, which leads to more criticism, which increases the pressure, which might cause more mistakes. It's mentally exhausting. But here's what makes Pharita's situation even more complex. She's not just dealing with performance pressure, she's also dealing with the weight of representation. Pharita is the third Thai idol to debut under YG Entertainment, after Blackpink's Lisa and her fellow member Chiquita. Lisa is one of the biggest K-pop stars in the world, and whether it's fair or not, every Thai idol who comes after her gets compared to her. Pharita has openly said that Lisa is her role model, that she wants to follow in Lisa's footsteps. She even got to meet Lisa during her training period, and Lisa appeared in Pharita's introduction video, giving her a signed album. In a Rolling Stone interview, Lisa mentioned there was a Thai trainee who reminded her of when she was young, and she was trying to take care of her. That trainee was Pharita. So you'd think that mentorship would be encouraging, right? But it also adds another layer of expectation. If Lisa herself is mentoring you, people expect you to be the next Lisa. And when you're not, when you don't have Lisa's explosive dance skills or her commanding stage presence, the disappointment is louder. And let's address something that doesn't get talked about enough, the mental toll of constant scrutiny. Pharita has mentioned she feels awkward and nervous around cameras. That's a pretty significant admission for someone whose entire career depends on being comfortable in front of cameras. Think about it, every move she makes is recorded, analyzed, critiqued. Every performance is dissected frame by netizens looking for flaws. Every photo is compared to other idols. And she's aware of it. She knows people are watching, judging, waiting for her to mess up. That level of self-consciousness can be paralyzing. It can make you second-guess every facial expression, every gesture, every note you sing. And when you're already struggling with confidence, criticism doesn't motivate you to do better, it makes you question whether you should be there at all. Now, I need to mention something important. During babymonster's official debut as a 7-member group on April 1, 2024, one of the members, Ahayan, had been on hiatus due to psychological struggles. When she returned, Ahayan openly talked about how she had been struggling mentally and how the company and her members provided mental support. This shows that mental health struggles are real and prevalent in the industry. While Pharita hasn't publicly discussed her own mental health in detail, the parallels are clear. The pressure, the scrutiny, the distance from family, it all takes a toll. Let me share something else that might give you perspective on what Pharita deals with daily. Her morning routine, which she's shared publicly, involves tying her hair up, washing her face, and doing skincare with moisturizer, Vaseline, and eye cream. That sounds simple enough, right? But in the context of being a visual member, even your morning routine becomes a performance. You have to maintain perfect skin, perfect hair, a perfect appearance, because that's what's expected. There's no rolling out of bed looking rough, no skipping skincare, no bad skin days. Because if you show up to a schedule looking even slightly less than perfect, it becomes a topic of discussion. Netizens will speculate you're stressed, you're not taking care of yourself, you're not professional. The pressure to maintain that image is relentless. And here's something that makes Pharita's journey even more challenging. In 2025, babymonster embarked on their first world tour, Hello Monsters, which kicked off on January 25 at kpop Dome in Seoul. The tour spanned 32 dates and attracted 300,000 people in total. That's incredible success, right? The group became the fastest female act to headline kpop Dome, accomplishing this within just 8 months of their debut. In Japan alone, all 100,000 tickets sold out, and they performed for 150,000 people across 10 shows. But here's what happened during that tour. Member Rami had to go on hiatus starting from their Singapore show on May 17, 2025, due to prolonged health issues. Suddenly, babymonster was performing as a 6-member group. That meant everyone, including Pharita, had to step up, cover more parts, adjust choreography, handle more of the workload. And remember, Pharita was already dealing with criticism about her energy and performance. Now she had to do even more, while missing one of their main vocalists, while touring non-stop across Asia, North America, and beyond. The physical and mental exhaustion from that must have been immense. During a fan sign event in October 2025, a fan asked Pharita about Rami's condition, and Pharita responded, "Rami is still unwell, but she's getting better." You can hear the concern in her voice, the worry for her member, but also the weight of responsibility on her shoulders. So let's bring this all together. Pharita beat 1,226 competitors, left her family at 15, trained for 4 years in a foreign country, faced harsh criticism about her visuals and performance, dealt with injury during promotions, carried the weight of Thai representation after Lisa, struggled with camera shyness while being a visual member, maintained a perfect image under constant scrutiny, and then had to power through a demanding world tour while one of her members was on hiatus. That's not the glamorous life people imagine when they think of K-pop idols. That's sacrifice, resilience, and an unimaginable amount of pressure. And despite all of this, Pharita is still standing. She's still performing. In recent updates, babymonster's achievements speak for themselves. Their debut album, Drip, sold over 1 million copies in South Korea. The title track, co-written by G-Dragon, became their second top 10 hit. Their music video for Sheesh set a new K-pop girl group debut record with 24.41 million views in 24 hours. And in 2025, they released their second EP, We Go Up. Pharita has been consistently praised by Korean media outlets like OSEN, Newsen, and Star News for her stable high notes and pitch accuracy during live performances. YG Entertainment's main producer, Choi Hyun-suk, described her breath control as consistent during the last evaluation series. Here's what I want you to take away from this story. Pharita's struggle as a visual member isn't about being too pretty or not pretty enough. It's about the impossible standards, the relentless criticism, the sacrifices nobody sees, and the mental strength it takes to keep going when everyone is waiting for you to fail. She left everything she knew, worked for years with no guarantee of success, faced injury and doubt, and still managed to debut with one of the most successful rookie groups in K-pop history. That's not luck. That's determination. So the next time you see Pharita performing with babymonster, looking effortless and beautiful on stage, remember everything that went into that moment. Remember the 15-year-old girl who left her family, the trainee who cried during her birthday video call, the performer who pushed through injury and criticism, and the visual member who's still fighting to prove she's more than just a pretty face. Because that's the real Pharita, and that's the story that deserves to be told. If this video opened your eyes to the reality behind K-pop's glamour, please hit that like button and share this with other monsties who need to hear this story. Subscribe if you want more deep dives into your favorite idols' real journeys, and drop a comment telling me what you think about the pressure visual members face in K-pop. Do you think the industry needs to change? Let me know. And remember, behind every perfect performance is a human being with struggles, sacrifices, and a story worth respecting. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Annyeong.